I personally think healthcare will be a sector in which the interest will continue hugely. Last year, I understand, the largest amount of deals took place in the health sector space. The obvious one also, although there are regulatory constraints which should be unblocked, is education. Again, a commitment to commit huge capital to education simply because the need is there, the space is there. Consumer, FMCG sectors continue to excite private equity, and how to get the structuring right is of course key.
Talking about regulatory constraints, there are several top corporate houses that have opted out of the race for the banking license norms. Now, as a lawyer who closely watches all the regulators, do you think that the new banking license norms provides for enough elbow room for a middle ground to be reached between the aspirations of a promoter house and the banking model that the RBI wants for new aspirants?
Well, we'll have to ask the governor that question. But to my mind, I think the initial set of licenses are more likely to be to non-promoter driven companies. Possibly the Reserve Bank will look at more professionally managed conglomerates that have gone to them. Why did some houses stay away or withdraw? It's probably because from a business model point of view, what they had to give up in terms of their restructuring, in terms of their NBFC businesses, and how they had to realign may not have been seen at that time to be commercially good enough. And also, you have to look at it, this is not the end of the world. The Reserve Bank has not said we are now going to shut the door forever. So if it doesn't work for this decade, so be it. People can always revisit.
Ma'am, as one of the country's top deal makers, what are your opinions on the government's FDI policy? Now, we are all in election mode. What are some of the spaces where you hope that the government would make some game-changing policy changes? Could you name some of the sectors where you see opportunity but constraints perhaps because the government policy doesn't allow foreign investors to come in as much as they would want to?
I think that you really need to have much more of a flexibility for FDI in multi-brand retail. I think the present government has taken the first steps, but the clear constraint at the state level is something which is going to give strategics pause for concern. The other spaces that are crying out for more foreign injection is, of course, the insurance space. And for the life of me, I don't know why it's not gone to 49%. I just can't figure it out. It should have been done at the time of the first UPA government.